Hey guys, I just finished watching I Left My Party, my A rank party, to help my former students reach the dungeon's depths. And here's my review, I guess. If you're gonna watch this, thank you for watching and all that stuff. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, what do I think about I Left My Party? To I left my A rank party to join my former students to reach the dungeon's depths. First of all, my thoughts. It's a good anime. I like the story, the whole story. There was a lot of, it was very in depth story. It's a very in depth. There's a lot of character development throughout the show. It tackles each character very well. It has good romance. I think the romance is very good. It keeps it on track, keeps it good. The romance doesn't take over too much, but it's still a good big part of anime. While and the action scenes, while te- like the action scenes are good, as the action scenes are good, and yeah, it was a great anime, very good anime, very good anime. Had lots of good character development. The story arcs were very good. I liked each story arc. It kind of went through each story arc, one, two, three, four, five, and I liked it. It was very good, very well paced. I liked how much depth there was to anime. There was a lot of history and story behind it, you know, and I can definitely see the anime having a lot of spin-offs potential, right? You've got Saga and that lot, them lot, and the Anubis Party, right? You've got like a prequel, you've got sequels, right? You could make you got season two. I think they kind of left it off in a place where they could make a season two if they really wanted to. So yeah, it's very good position wise in terms of extra content. I think one of my criticisms for it is that the final battle was such a letdown. I'll be honest. It was a very short final battle. I thought this, when I went into the final battle, obviously this is spoiled. Spoiled when I went into the final battles. I thought it was just so underdone. This was supposed to be like this big fight. The final fight, the culling. This is the culling representation, right? This is supposed to be like the one to end all evils, and to have it be one episode for me felt very short. They could have definitely extended that battle to encompass more, to have a bit more actual feel, make the stakes feel a bit more. Like yes, they made the stakes feel a lot, and they were very good at setting stakes. They were very good at setting stakes. But for that final battle, for it to last only like not even half an episode, it's just like did they run out of budget? Did they run out of budget by the last episode? But or what? But they definitely like rushed the battle. That battle could have had lasted longer, could have had a bit more to it, right? All that kind of happened is one person got injured and then she was perfectly fine and he ended it. Cool. Like it kind of fell flat, you know. Like after all of this, right? He had more trouble fighting the Shadow Stalkers, let alone this big dragon guy who's supposed to be this like big like ah big bad. It just felt very rushed in my opinion. That final battle. That's my only criticism to it. Obviously, there's more criticisms that you could make, but for me, it was a very good anime. I think it's one of the best fantasy animes that I've watched in recent years and recent times. It's definitely good if you like romance. If you like harem romance, definitely good. One of the best harem romance ones. It's got a very good, interesting lineup and cast. I like each and everyone's designs. The designs are very good for each character. It keeps you interested. It's very unique. Obviously, the power system and all that stuff is very unique, and the way they integrate like modern ideas like the live streaming and recording things to obviously medieval, more magic kind of lands is very good. Well, I liked each culture that they tried to introduce. Why it was very good. It was a very good anime with lots of depth and lots of avenues that they could explore down in spin-offs or second seasons or movies if they decide to go down. I'm not sure how successful this was when it first released, obviously, but I'm sure that this was a very good anime. I liked each character. I liked each character. Each character had their own. How should I put this? Each character had their own personality. You know, I like each character definitely was interesting in their own right. You know, you could have lots. It's one of those animes where you can have lots of favorite characters or lots of better characters. You know, and yeah, and so yeah. My only criticism again, my second criticism is that at times it felt like a lot of troubles went a bit quickly. You know, I think that my only criticism was the last fight. The last fight went way too quickly, went way too fast, and should have went at least maybe one more episode or two before he actually defeated it. Like, you know, I wanted a bit more struggle for that, a bit more struggle, and then we could do the whole, you know, that part. I really kind of went through me for a loop. Like, it was a good anime, like a really good anime up until that point. For 23 episodes, it was a very good anime. Kept you interested, kept you locked in, kept you wanting to watch more. But then that last episode where they fight this big bad, to have it only doing one episode, and it was barely any restriction or barely any like hardship in that battle, to me kind of made it fall flat, and made it fall flat, and just didn't deliver the impact that they maybe were trying to with the big bad at the end, you know. But other than that, I think the whole thing, story wise, character wise, animation wise, was good. Right, was good, especially for an anime of its type. It was good. I liked it a lot. Yeah. If I had to rate it out of 10, like I always do, you know how it is. I would rate it a good for its type of anime, for fantasy anime. It's a 9. It's a definitely 9 for the type of anime it represents. A fantasy type of magic type of RPG kind of setting. I would say 9 out of 10. It delivered everything well. The only criticism is that the final fight fell flat. So I guess so overall that makes it lower to me to an 8.5. Great anime. Would recommend it to watch if you haven't watched it already. Would recommend it if you do like fantasy. Yeah, but yeah, that was to 8.5 because of that final fight. Final fights are very much important things, you know. If you're going to put stakes on things, you have to make sure that final fight is a good fight, because then it portrays that the stakes that you've placed on it is equal to the amount of effort they put into it. It's like a fairy tale, for example. You had Acnologia, and Acnologia fell flat for a lot of people because it felt like he kind of lost the bullshit. You know, he lost the bullshit. As much as effort as they put into it, the way he went out in the end kind of made it run. Well, like, what was the point of all this like hardship that you put on him, and all this, oh, right, he's the strongest guy, no one can beat him, he comes, wipes out the people the first time, but then now he's losing to power, friendship, and what, like, you know, you have to make the fight look harder and actually give him some hardships to then defeat this guy, right? You can't just like have him just defeated like that, you know. That's the same thing for this, right? You can't just have this guy defeated like that. It takes away from the character. It takes away from the fight itself, you know. Especially if previous fights had much more struggle involved them, and that's one of my other criticisms. A lot of the fighting kind of fell flat because they kind of dealt with it the same way, or dealt with it with the same hardships. Like, the only one that he was really different was when they met Persephone, but most of the time it was the same. He's strong, we can't defeat him in the orthodox way, so we're gonna try a different way, and then we try a different way and it works. Rinse and repeat. That's my other criticism. So yeah, but it's good. But yeah, it's good. Anyway, if you liked my review, thank you for watching. If you liked my review, hit like and subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching.